Chapter 3, Advent of Europeans in India. We know that history is a continuity and we cannot clearly distinguish where ancient period ends, medieval begins, where medieval ends, modern period begins. Still, we can say that modern India begins from the 15th century, where Europeans arrived even before the Mughals came and established empire in India. The first one to arrive on the Indian scene is Portuguese. Why they wanted to find a sea route to India had many reasons. With the decline of Roman Empire in 7th century AD, Arabs established their dominance in Egypt and Persia, due to which direct contact between Europe and India declined. With this affected the Indian commodities supply in Europe, like spices, calico, silk, precious stones. Fast forward to 15th century, there was a fall of Constantinople to the Ottoman Turks, which created problem because Arab Muslim intermediaries were between the Europe and India in trade, and they monopolized both Red Sea trade route and as well as land routes to India. Another reason is 15th century Europe was gripped with Renaissance. And what is Renaissance? We will study in world history. Let's focus on here. And with this Renaissance came the exploration and great developments like shipbuilding and navigation and sea voyages to the east. And there was economic development in Europe, like land under cultivation increased and introduction of improved plough increased the productivity, and scientific crop management like crop rotations were introduced, and there was increase in supply of meat and which required spices for cooking and preservation. These all factors led to the increase in prosperity, and this in return increased the demand for oriental luxury goods. Next reason is Venice and Genoa, they traded in oriental goods, but they had limitation. They cannot take over the mighty Ottomans, and they cannot take up major explorations. In this time, North Europeans came to help the Portugal and Spain with men and money, and Genoese wanted to provide ships and technology. Another reason is Portugal leadership in resisting the Islam, and they had spirit of exploration like Genoese. Another reason, Prince Henry, nicknamed the Navigator of Portugal, he wanted to escape Muslim domination in the trade. So he wanted to find sea route to the east. Pope Nicholas V gave the permission to Prince Henry in 1454 to write to navigate in the east, and his intention was to fight Islamic influence in the eastern regions rather than the trade. But Prince Henry died before his dream came true. Another reason was in 1487, Portuguese navigator Bartolome Diaz rounded the Cape of Good Hope in Africa. So they had now positive attitude that they will find a sea route to India. And in 1497, Treaty of Tordesillas, where Portuguese claimed the east region of the line, and Spain claimed west region of the imaginary line.